Hey, today in English for Coppercube, I will show you a quick example. I can do some sort of backroom game with using the physics. I will show you our simple, our Coppercube game engine, Coppercube 6 R. And tell to your friend Coppercube 6 exists. And tell your friend you can do finger through Unity and Unreal Engine. Let's check it out what we can do with this. Okay, first I like to put the game graph just on the right side, so I can access more accessible. I want to put China, all the stuff on the right place. We got a lot of space on it. So I get rid of Q mesh, start up skybox. So let's do start it out with a mesh. Let's go with a random room. So let's go floor that way. Let's do random room that way. With the walls that way, maybe. I say walls. I can put walls. As you can see, it's really easy to, really easy to put walls and floor and do a map. You can do a plus map. That way, that map up on floor. So let's do this flat ceiling texture wall height. Well, let's say 2 for wall height. And boom, we got a map. Already got a map. This is a nice tool. You can also edit the walls, the thickness of these walls by selecting polygon editing. Select the triangle or the point of the triangle. So I'll select this. Select a rectangle, not the triangle this way. This triangle this way. That way, click to move the triangle and can adjust the thickness of the wall that way. This is exactly what I did, but this creates weird small triangle on the floor, but whatever. Maybe put this way, so get some backrooms like that way. Okay, what about the backroom stuff? Let's just add on my custom backroom wallpaper. That's the way. What closest I can get is this one. So put that as a wall. So we got a backroom. Put that as dynamic lighting, and just have to create a point light. Put that here. The camera position, camera target. So I can do just shows the move. So we got dynamic lighting that work really fine. I don't cast shadow on object, just like can do that with light mapping, static light mapping, not real-time light mapping, unless I use a directional light that casts shadows. Anyway, I can put light, copy this light, put that later there. All right, as you can see, it's really fast. Another light there, another light there. All right, go. So we got some sort of back room. Is that an open room? Yeah. All right. So put this. And then, not so complicated. I wanted to put a camera. Can choose all style of camera. Simple camera, first person shooter camera, third person camera, free fire camera, model viewer camera. We want to do a first person with collide against the geometry and move. Boom, we got a first person camera. You could publish, push play, and you got a first person game. This is simple as that. How fucking fast is this compared to Unreal Engine, Godot, Unity? Wow. Okay, I want this as full screen, Windows publishing setting, 800 by 600. Okay, let's put that in full screen. Dynamic resizable, only collision. I want to use the physics simulation on it because I want to put some balls and object I want to push, so that's fine. All right, so we got a first person shooter. You can jump, all the control W, Ace, AD, or the arrow keys, and the look of the mouse, and it's really the dynamic and really in 60 frames per second. As you can see, it's fine. Well, how about changing some light color on it? Okay, let's put some Red light there. Green light there. Change that green. This light is green. A little bit more like Quake, like a Quake with the backroom stuff. Blue light there, and a yellow light, yellow light there maybe. Because maybe it's a little bit more funky, a little bit. Yeah. How about be more darker, so you can go to the new 3D scene. Okay, the ambient light is already black. Background color. Okay, that's fine. I'll put the gravity at 10. Real-time shadow. Well, the real-time shadow doesn't work with the omnidirectional light. So by default, it worked fine. I can reduce the intensity of every light. Say 20 for this one, 20 for this one. Let's say 20, not. 20 for this one, and 20 for this one. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So the entire map is dynamic, and we're on it. So this maybe remind you my wallpaper from La Cave de Baby Beer, my first game ever I made with Coppercube 6. And we're on it. How about the movement, a cab movement? Okay. I'll download a script, extra script. It's called, okay. First person side controller. Okay. Let's remove that. And see this extra script behavior that it's called, that is channel animator. We have to put the mouse look first. And then first person shooter controller next. Really important to put the mouse first. First person shooter controller next. And we have to put, of course, we have to put a shine node. But let's create a light, for example, a point light maybe, as a shine node of this camera. And let's call it flashlight. So, and an attribute puts the position relative to camera 000. So if I put publish, we got the flashlight. A little bit too much flashlight. Maybe 10. Light intensity 10. Okay, and then on the preview of the camera. So we got the camera. This is the direction. The direction is based on the direction of the z-axis. So I put the light maybe a little bit that way. Not that light. The flashlight, I mean. That way. And a little bit on the left. A little bit down. And then the camera, first person shot. Okay. We'll put the scripted behavior that is called the child node animator from SM. Thanks to him. Child index. I want to move the child index this light. So it's supposed to function really nice. Well, the light seems moving a little bit, but maybe if I put okay, a sphere, which is the light with the white. Put this sphere mesh on the camera. Under flashlight, maybe? Okay. Position 000 to the light. Alright. What does it look like? So we got a sphere that move just like the player walk. But this sphere is really big. So alright. Let's reduce that way, maybe that way. Yeah, we got the light floating in the front. Maybe putting back the flashlight that way. Right. We got a bulb light. All right. That sounds cool. We reduce a little bit of light. Let's remove that light. More darker again. That way. All right. So we got something like that. Great. And this special script that to shall use on the update of my Cave the Baby Bear game. Even until last new like Cave the Baby Bear 2, which I'm working on. I can do movement camera. It's called movement camera shake speed. Can put at 0.1. And what it sounds like. So we get some camera leaning when walking, as we can see. All right, I like it. Oh yeah, maybe yeah, hold on. Maybe I have to reduce a little bit the flashlight a little bit back. And we got a flashlight. A weird flashlight. Anyway. We got some sort of backroom stuff like that. Can I turn the flashlight off? Yeah, I can do that. Simple. Third person behavior triggered by event. When a key is pressed, they use the key E. Only with that camera is active, and an action is to add on-hide and on-hide scene node, toggle visibility, and toggle the visibility of the flashlight. So you have to toggle the visibility of the flashlight, which is flare mesh, is the channel of flashlight. The sphere will disappear with it. Okay, let's check it out. Yeah, want a light? Flashlight, all right. Whoa. So we got some sort of backroom stuff that way. I can also re-edit the map. So I click on the map, mesh 1. Let's call it map, back map, and there we whatever. As you can see, everything is fast, so simple. Okay, you this game engine, Coppercube 6, Wave, the executors, the only exe file that execute, that's the editor, only Wave amounts only a little 50 megabyte, not gigabyte, just like Unreal Engine or any stuff. You know, you got Unreal Engine that can take 20 gigabyte on your hard drive, and Unity can take 7 gigabyte on you. This is really ridiculous compared to Coppercube. That is fine. You can also do normals mapping. Normal mapping, you use this texture reference to normal mapping. And what this look like, so we get some sort of bump mapping on the floor. So we got an issue with collision there because a flashlight, a sphere mesh attribute collision, disable collision, and we go. And we walk. And that's cool, as you can see. So we get some sort of bump mapping according to, you get some blue, red, and green reference for the bump mapping difference with the light. And I love this. Okay, so when I look up and push the W to forward, it looks like I'm able to fly. So I go to my camera, behavior, first person shooter, can fly. Uncheck this. Vertical, maximum vertical angle, 88. Okay, keep that by default. Jump speed, move speed. Yeah, a lot of people use move speed that way, 0.01. This is like that. This one is really stupid. I love the 0.1 and everything's going fine. Rotate speed, maybe at 100. Yeah, 100 is cool. 100 is cool. I'll maybe change 100 for, oh yeah, the rotate speed. Yeah, of course. With the mouse look, you know, this is a child animator. I must put the rotate speed at 0. That is like I recommend. So we got the proper rotate speed. Then of course on the mouse look, sensibility on horizontal or vertical. So maybe put 50 on vertical. Sensibility 100, well balanced. Okay, let's check it out. Yeah, 50, maybe 50 can be cool for all the stuff. 50, and 50. So this what FPS independence. Okay. Change sense using mouse wheel. Okay, I can change the sensibility using the mouse wheel. Just let's check it out. So use the mouse wheel. Faster, turn down the mouse wheel. Lower. That's fine. Okay. Nice grip. It's really nice. So your user can adjust with the mouse wheel the sensibility, or just imposing the sensibility of the mouse. So get something like Backroom like that. Oh, change the mouse sensibility. Leave that to 50-50-50. Input handle type. I don't know what this is for. Anyway, yeah, I like to use custom prefab that coming with Coppercube. But I like to use external prefab. Just put an armchair there. Put like a dynamic lighting. Put that there. The special, yeah, this is a special plugin that I can plug in. That is called drop to ground. So this is extra plugin you can download on the web, on the forum group and all that. So on Biera forum, of course, the website of the Coppercube software. So you get extra plugins, action, and behavior in JavaScript. Anyway, we'll show you. You go to Document, Coppercube, Extension, and Plugin. You put the extension with all the behavior action. You can also see that with a proper editor, the code in JavaScript. And same thing with the actions. And same thing on the plugins. And the plugin snap to object, snap to grid, example, drop to ground. This is the drop to ground plugin. So it's really useful. You use a mesh that way. And use Control and D. But sometimes the floor detection, you have to place under the floor and use Control D for this. But the chair is really small. Let's say 444 on the scale. Maybe that way. Or 333, 222. Okay. Let's drop on the floor. Drop. Okay. I'll put that front there. I'll put that. Let's see. As you can see, everything going fast on it. Put this chair there. This desk chair. Simple odd angle that way. Move that there. Control Z. Yeah, this is like the floor detecting. It's not really accurate. But hey. And how about I use a physics engine, so how about put behavior, game behavior, move it by physics engine. So use the cube as a collision detection. Really little cube on it. So let's do 11 by 11 maybe on size, and a little bit addition position, or maybe -2. Or -1, 2, I said 2. Okay, this is the collision of it. Okay, so publish and check it out. So we encounter the chair. This chair, bump on it. Oh yeah, we can move it. Oh yeah. And that's cool. Do action on impact. Trigger maximum error, maximum force to trig. I can put actions just like playing a song, something like that. All right, let's push this chair again. I want to put this chair. Yeah. Ah. How about the falling make something fall apart? So this backroom, that is the way polygon editing, select the triangles and make something odd. That way maybe. Let's put this group of triangle. Okay. Click the move and move it down. That way. Okay, let's check it out. So we got the chair, and we're the fucking. Oh my gosh. Let's put the chair under that way. Okay, I will try to jump. Whoa! Fail. Oh no. Oh no, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. That's really odd. So this is a good way to do backroom, some sort of backroom game. And move this wall this way. And I can also select all the map and right click and say modify selection, set my texture coordinate from mesh by default 0.01, and we got proper mesh mapping according to that. Wow. Let's check it out. Oh wow. Oh wow. So as you can see, it's really simple. Really simple. I love this. I can purchase this. And automatically I did a hard, a nod, not a hard, but with no H, an odd backroom game. Maybe I put the proper floor on it. Let's go to material for the map and change this floor for something like, let's use my floor if I use on the cab the baby beer. This green one. Put that as a floor. Maybe solid. Yeah, maybe solid. Or maybe use what reference I can do. Let's just use this one as a normal map reference. What it looks like. Oh, but damn, this is no, not solid. So we are the backrooms. We got this chair. Wow, push this. Wow. As you can see, everything is easy, as well as easy to put some, to create some 2D objects, just like 2D. Sounds like auto-tune. 2D object, text interface, clickable interface. It's simple as that. Put that there. Then put that black, maybe black. Yeah. With draw text. Arial normal. Okay, let's say put that at 12. It's bigger. Welcome there. And type the text. Welcome here. Dude. This sounds silly a little bit. And to publish. Welcome there, dude. Oh yeah. I can do something a behavior with extra script. Script behavior is really useful using the captive behavior, which is called do something later. What it is. Now this is not a behavior, this is an action. But okay. Let's say every second do something. In 10 seconds. 1000 millisecond. On light. Let's say no. This time put invisible and select this 2D overlay. So, welcome there, dude. I can turn off. Push this. So this is really simple. Really simple. Interface, everything. So this is why Coppercube is my weapon of choice making 2D games. I love this. It's so bad. So this is my weapon of choice. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribe and come back. See you later.